I was watering my babies in the basement when the DEA kicked down my door. Freeze. Hands up. Boots thundered down the basement stairs. I dropped the can and water sprayed everywhere. Before I could even turn around, rough hands yanked my arms behind my back and zip ties cut into my wrists as they slammed me face first into the concrete. Perfect timing. I'd spent 3 weeks setting this up. Researched everything online. Watched YouTube tutorials, read forum posts until 3:00 a.m. Bought the fans, the ventilation system, the pH meters, the nutrients. Even blacked out the basement windows with blackout curtains and weather stripping. I dropped nearly $2,000 on this setup. My buddy Jake had been buying weed for $60 and I did the math. 4 months and this whole system would pay for itself. There was just one problem. I'd never grown anything in my life, not even a house plant. Officers flooded the basement, photographing my plants under the purple glow of the grow lights. One agent was measuring the distance between my lamps and the canopy while another bagged soil samples. The lead agent crouched next to me. How long you been running this operation? About 6 weeks. How much you moving? Nothing yet. I'm just save it. He stood up. Johnson, bag everything. Get samples for testing. They hauled me upstairs and sat me on my couch, still zip tied. More agents spread through my house. I could hear them upstairs opening every drawer and closet. My roommate Tyler stumbled out of his bedroom in boxers and a Naruto shirt, eyes half closed. Dude, what the hell? FBI, stay where you are. It's DEA. Actually, I called out. Quiet. Tyler's eyes went huge when he saw me zip tied on the couch, then saw the agents carrying evidence bags up from the basement. Danny, what did you do? I grinned at him. Watch this. Watch what? You're getting arrested. An officer with a field test kit came upstairs. Sir, field test is negative for THC. The lead agent frowned. Run it again. They ran it 2 more times, each time negative. Might be hemp, someone suggested. It's not hemp, I said. Then what is it? Do you really want to know? His jaw clenched. Get forensics down here. Tyler was packing now. Danny, please tell me you didn't actually. Just wait, I said. They photographed everything. My setup, my Amazon order history, my Reddit posts about optimal growing conditions. The lead agent kept shaking his head at the evidence of planning. The forensics specialist finally came up from the basement holding one of my plants. He plucked a leaf, rubbed it between his fingers, smelled it. Then he started laughing. What's funny? The lead agent demanded. Sir, these are tomato plants. Dead silence. Excuse me. Tomatoes roam a variety. Pretty healthy ones too. The lead agent stared at the plant, then at me. He's got 40 tomato plants in his basement with a $2,000 grow operation. Tyler's jaw dropped. Wait, tomatoes. Good leaf development. The forensics guy added, still grinning. Might actually get fruit. I couldn't help it. I started laughing. Something funny? The lead agent asked. You're supposed to test your setup first. I said, every single growing guide says the same thing. You run a trial with something legal to make sure your environment's dialed in. Temperature, humidity, light cycles, nutrients. If you can't grow tomatoes, you can't grow anything. The room went completely silent. The lead agent stared at me. So these are test plants. Obviously, test plants for what? I looked him dead in the eye. Tomatoes are really finicky. If I can get these to work, I'll know the setup works and I can finally grow my favorite fruit, strawberries. I gave him the slowest wink of my life. He knew. I knew he knew. But there wasn't a damn thing illegal about growing tomatoes in my basement, no matter how suspicious the setup looked. Cut him loose, the lead agent finally said. An officer freed my wrists. I stood up rubbing my wrists, watching them pack up their equipment and very carefully return my tomato plants to the basement. Tyler was still standing there in shock. Dude, I thought you were going to prison. Nah. The agents left without another word. Tyler and I watched through the window as the vehicles pulled away. 2 weeks later, my lawyer called. The DEA wanted to settle. False arrest, property damage, destruction of legal crops. They offered $20,000 to make it quietly go away. I took it.